Hi folks, I'm Jason and this is my daily vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy. Evening folks, Thursday evening, 8:15. Rather strange video to show you in a minute. There's two videos actually. One of me mad dog, which I'll put on anyway because I know people like watching me dog for some reason. I think there's a lot of us that are dog lovers and we like seeing being silly, and she's definitely silly. So there's that one to see, and the first one is really eerie. What it was about 12:30 last night. Deb came down to let the dog out, and when she came down, we had a fog, a mist. Now it's not the first time we've had a mist, but this one was so creepy. And she opened the back door and filmed it for me vlog for me, and I'll show it you in a minute. And I think you'll agree that it is quite creepy, especially not. It seems last week we only watched the mist, and if anybody's seen the mist, you'll know why it's creepy. So I'm going to stop it now while I show you the video, and then you can make your... Yeah, so as you can see, it was quite a creepy video, that. Even worse with sound. It looked like there was actually a blizzard or something, like snow, but there wasn't. All it was fog. There was nothing in it whatsoever, but it looked really creepy. The creepiest looking fog I've seen, I must admit. I started on my new medication today. I started on tramadol. Took one this morning and I took one at lunchtime. I haven't taken another one yet. I had to have another sleep. I had a sleep from 4 till 6:30 because I still keep being knocked out for some strange reason. I don't know what's causing it still. Obviously, I've got to wait for my thyroid results, so there's nothing I can do until then. I played Postman Pat the last few days because everybody's been asking me to order stuff off Amazon for my mum's 70th birthday. Everybody wants to order her something. And the good thing is she's got this massive list on Amazon, so people have been able to go on there and order stuff off there. Excuse me a moment. I haven't done a lot today, I must admit. I'm going through in a minute and doing my Xbox Gold Live because it's the last day to get one of the games that I want. And I've seen the new games for next month. So I might start including them actually on my vlog just in case there's an Xbox Gold Live out there like me. I love me gaming. I can't do as much as I want to, don't get me wrong. I can't do more than about half an hour before I can't hold the controls. But when I do some, because I don't do it every day either because my hands won't let me. But I'm determined not to let that get me down, if you know what I mean. I'm still going to do me gaming, but it won't be as often and it won't be for as long, unfortunately. I've always been a gamer since I was about 8 years old, and I had my first computer bought for me, which was a Spectrum 48K, bought for me by my mum with a Cathay Pacific cassette recorder. And anybody who remembers the Spectrum 48K will know the joy of plugging in two cables that went into the cassette player and also went into the computer. And if you didn't have the balance set completely right, the games wouldn't load from the cassette. Sorry if that's a foreign word and you're young. Cassette was something we used to have games on many moons ago. And the beautiful thing about having a Spectrum 48 back then was it was one of the latest ones. There was only a Commodore 64 that was better. And I remember having some games that were on cassettes, and you would have 50 games on a cassette. It was called the Cascade 50. The only problem was you wouldn't know where each game ended and which game where each one started. So what you would have to do, you would have a little cardboard insert on the inside, and you would have to make a note of the numbers on the cassette where each game started, so that if you wanted a certain game, you would have to forward to the number on the cassette, because you used to have a little tiny like 3-number dial on top, and as you forwarded the cassette, the number would go up slowly, 1, 2, 3, till it reached 10, and then so on and so forth. And the amount of these pieces of card I had around with different numbers on and stuff like that, it was incredible. Anyway, I used to love my Spectrum. One of the first games I remember playing on my Spectrum was Horoscope Skiing. And it's the only computer game I know where you actually got run over by an ambulance, and the ambulance was the vehicle that moved the fastest. And then they used to knock money off you. They used to charge you and knock it off how much money you'd earned to take you to hospital, even though they'd run you over, which to this day baffles me. They also had brilliant games on there like Scrabble. And the beauty of Scrabble was if you got fed up of it when you were playing the computer, you could put Quizivida and it would say, are you sure this is a word? And if you put yes, it would add it to the dictionary and you get like 300 points. Oh, the joys. I also used to like all the fruit machine games that were on them. They were very slow, very boring, and very basic, but we loved them. I used to play things like Automania, Jet Set Willy, Manic Miner. You know, these were all games that back then they were absolute classics. Attic Attack, that was another one. Spectrum had some brilliant games. Horace and the Spiders. You know, you don't get games like this no more. Nowadays, people want everything realistic and 3D. We were quite content back then. I progressed from there to a Atari ST. My Atari ST lasted me quite a while, and this was where you had, well, they were called floppy disks, but they weren't floppy disks. They were hard and they were square. I think it was 3.5, 3.25. I can't even remember the bleeding dimensions. I used to know it in my head, but I don't know more. And I used to love playing on them. You just slide the disc inside and they'd start loading, and that was brilliant then. Then I upgraded to an Atari ST and Commodore Amiga. I upgraded to a Commodore Amiga, and that was fantastic. Although it was a bloody heavy thing, it came with a power pack the size of a house. Anyway, that was good. We used to have some fantastic games on there. And one of my ultimate favourite games that I used to play with my mate all the time was called Paradroid 90. If anybody remembers the games from back then, that was a classic. That was. This is when games were quite expensive back then. You're talking 20 quid, 20, 25 quid just for a single disc. That now you could probably fit 200 of them on a CD-ROM, you know, one of them things. This was before games were on CDs and DVDs. This was when games were literally, you could fit them, you know, on a floppy disk, easy. But yeah, I love my gaming, and I progressed. I went onto a desktop PC and started doing gaming on there. And then a few years ago, well, 2010 actually, Deb bought me my Dell gaming PC. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to use it for about 2 years. One, because the power pack went, and two, because I can't really do as much gaming on PC as I used to. And I think it would upset me if I started doing it again too much. You know, so I'm quite content to just play on my Xbox and enjoy my gaming that way. Anyway, that's enough about gaming. I've probably bored you now. The next video coming up I'll show you is the dog being a complete wally. You can make your own mind up. I'll put that one on now. So enjoy.
Maybe. Oh, Jess! What's this? You ready? Okay. Tell me. You want one? What's this? Ready? Can I have it? Good girl. Ready? Come here.
As you can see, she's a complete loon. She thinks she's a puppy, and she's not. She's coming up to 11 years old. She's absolutely off a nut. She loves exercising and running around like a loon and diving around and stuff. She's a bit watch it on her legs now. We've got to be really careful, particularly because she thinks she can jump up and keep landing on the floor, and she's going to do that one day and her leg's going to go. So we have to keep an eye on her. We check her every day for her health and everything. I get a lot of surveys, funny enough, asking me about do we treat her for fleas and ticks and how we got her insured. The very first thing we did before we actually got a dog was we worked out the financial implications. We worked out how much the food was probably going to cost us a month. We wanted a lifetime insurance policy, and we wanted to know that the vets would provide flea and tick treatment prevention. So that was like, we just go down there every 3 months, pick it up. We got 3 months supply, then I get another one, and so on and so forth. So I know that I'm doing the best for the dog. Can't exercise as much as I want to. Obviously, I mean, Deb walks it, but I can't do as much as I want to. I want to be able to run around fields with her and stuff, but I can't. Crawl around fields maybe, but I can't run. But yeah, she loves it. Jess does, as you can see from the video. She's such a happy dog. Loopy is Nutty is a fruitcake, like, but then again, that's sometimes what you want from a dog, isn't it? And she's very loving. She's very caring. She's very understanding. She knows when I'm having a bad day. She'll come up to me and start flicking my hand up in the air and want to fuss and put her head there so that she knows. It just feels good, having a dog there that you can cuddle and hold and fuss, and it just takes your troubles away, sometimes. I'm not doing anything for the rest of the night. Like I say, I'm going to go up and watch an episode or two of the Two Ronnies, which is getting more puddled every day. And there was a sketch in it the other day that I'd forgotten about, where there's these two blokes basically, and they're basically down to earth blokes, like the sort you get in a pub, workers, carpenters, and all that. And they basically, one of them believes that he's bought a Argentinian racing pigeon, and when he uncovers it in the cage, it's a duck. It's a duck. That's all it is. It's a mallard. It's a duck. You can tell it a mile off. And just the jokes that surround it, and the way that this guy actually thinks it's a racing pigeon. He's feeding it fish. It keeps going over to the duck pond, and he's still convinced it's a racing pigeon. Anyway, you've got to watch it to believe it. It's that kind of nutty sort of humour. Tomorrow's a busy day. We're going down to Fleetwood because Deb's been doing the invites today, and she's run short of a little bit of card. So we're going to Fleetwood in the morning. We've got to go to the card shop to get the card. We've got to go to Asda to do a little bit. We've got to go to Own Bargains, and we've got to come back here. We're preparing all the stuff ready for Monday. My mum doesn't know nothing about it, bless her. And the reason I can say it on here is because she doesn't even know anything about this. She knows I do a vlog, but she hasn't got a clue what a vlog is. If it came up and smacked her on the nose, she wouldn't have a clue. The other good news I've had today is the fact that my medication came, my cocodamol, but they've also got a replacement for my eye gel, which I'm glad of because my eye gets really sore, particularly this one. It's this one that the problem is. It gets really sore, and when I go out, it floods. But when it floods, the water actually burns like acid. It's like having acid thrown in your eyes, and my eyes go really red and flooded, and I can't see. Well, this gel is to help with that, along with the eye drops I've got. So, things are starting to be different. Before I go, I'll just say fantastic result for Liverpool last night, winning 5-0. I know Manchester City are right on our tails, but to beat Watford 5-0 when all the pressure's on us is a good result. It's fantastic. I'm dead chuffed about it. I can't believe we're still top of the league. And it's it's March the 1st tomorrow, so coming into March and we're still top of the league. I do think Man City will win the league. I do think they'll take over us. I don't think we're going to win all the rest of the games, and I think Man City are too good to lose more than one. So I've got a feeling that they will win it. If Liverpool win it, I'll be absolutely chuffed, over the moon. And if they do win it, I'll do a special giveaway on my vlog. I don't know what yet, but I'll give away something special. And something else I was thinking of doing, which my wife brought up the other day. Now, a lot of people like my poetry. They like them whether they're funny or whatever. So what I was thinking of doing was for one of my subscribers one time, if I do a competition, is draw a hat out of a hat, and the winner gets a framed, signed, like autographed one of my poems, in a proper frame and everything, all done out properly, with a proper background on it and everything. But I'll personally autograph it, and then I don't know whether people would want that as a prize. You'll have to say yes or no. I don't know. Just something I came up with, and Deb came up with, because she seems to think with the writing that I do, and how popular it is with people, that people would love something like that. I don't know whether they would or not. I think I know 3 people who might, which are Melody Woodman, Tara Jackson, and Steve Cook. I think all 3 of them would probably love to have a signed, autographed copy of one of my poems. 3 of my biggest fans, bless them. Great to all of them. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. Like I say, I'm on 41 subscribers now, and I never thought I'd get that close. So to all my subscribers, thank you very much. and I'll do another video tomorrow. Take care. Thank you for watching my daily vlog. I hope it was informative and interesting. If you like what I'm doing, then you can subscribe to my channel by clicking there. And if you want to see exactly what I was talking about yesterday, you can look up there. Bye for now.